Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who told you that your dream life was impossible. I don't know who tried to convince you that your vision was too big, too crazy, too far-fetched. But I came here today with one message and one message only. You want to manifest your dream life? I got you. You see, greatness is not a matter of luck, it's a matter of decision. It's not about where you were born, what your bank account says, or what mistakes you've made. It's about what you're willing to believe and what you're willing to do about it. Because you don't need permission to live the life you dream of. You need conviction. You need vision. And you need to stop playing small and start stepping into the truth of who you were born to be. So if you're ready to claim what's already yours, if you're ready to stop surviving and start thriving, then buckle up. Because today we're not just talking about dreams. We're about to manifest them. Clarity is the starting point of all achievement. When you want to manifest your dream life, the very first step is to get crystal clear on what that dream actually looks like. Too often people talk about wanting success, happiness, or abundance. But when asked to describe it in detail, they hesitate. They speak in vague terms. But the universe doesn't respond to vague wishes. It responds to focused, intentional energy. If your vision is fuzzy, your results will be too. That's why clarity is power. Think of it like this. If you walked into a restaurant and told the waiter, bring me some food, you could end up with anything. A salad, a burger, something you're allergic to. But if you say, I want a grilled chicken sandwich with no mayo and a side of sweet potato fries, now the universe, just like that waiter, knows exactly what to bring you. The same principle applies to your dream life. You must define it with detail and precision. What does your ideal day look like? Where do you live? What kind of work do you do? Who are you surrounded by? What values guide your choices? Get so specific that if someone reads your vision, they'd feel like they just watched a movie about your future. Clarity also brings alignment. Once you know exactly what you want, your thoughts, habits, and actions start to align with that vision. You begin filtering your decisions through the lens of your dream life. You stop entertaining distractions, detours, and people who don't match your energy. You begin living with purpose instead of reacting to life by default. That's when you gain momentum. That's when manifestation starts happening, not because of magnet. Most people aren't stuck because they lack talent or resources. They're stuck because they're unclear. They chase too many things at once. They let fear and doubt water down their dreams. But clarity cuts through all that. It gives you permission to go all in. It eliminates the noise and puts the spotlight on what truly matters to you. It makes your dream feel real, even before it shows up physically, because it becomes a vivid living picture in your mind. Now, getting clear doesn't mean you have to know every single step. You don't need to have the whole journey mapped out, but you do need to know where you're going. A pilot doesn't know every pocket of turbulence, but they always file a flight plan. Your clarity is your flight plan. It's the foundation on which everything else is built. Without it, you drift. With it, you direct. Your mindset is the operating system of your life. It controls how you see the world, how you interpret events, how you respond to setbacks, and how you carry yourself in every situation. When you're trying to manifest your dream life, your mindset isn't just important, it's everything. Because nothing changes around you until something changes within you. You cannot manifest abundance with a scarcity mindset. You cannot attract love while carrying self-hate. You cannot build success while clinging to fear and doubt. The quality of your mindset determines the quality of your manifestation. Your thoughts are not just random noise, they are instructions. Every thought you repeatedly think is a signal you're sending out, shaping the way you experience your reality. If you constantly think, I'm not good enough, your mind will look for evidence to support that belief. If you tell yourself, I never get lucky, your actions will reflect hesitation, resistance, and self-sabotage. The brain is a pattern-sufficing machine, and it works day and night to confirm whatever you feed it. That's why belief is so powerful. It's not wishful thinking. It's the foundation of your reality. People who manifest their dream lives don't just wish for better circumstances. They train their minds to align with the life they want. That means feeding it empowering beliefs, shutting down negative self-talk and reprogramming the inner critic. that's been running the show for far too long. Most of our limiting beliefs aren't even ours. They were handed to us by parents, teachers, past failures, and society. And until you challenge those beliefs, you will continue to recreate the same patterns over and over again, even if you're taking action. Mindset is also what determines your resilience. Because let's be real, manifesting your dream life doesn't happen overnight. There will be challenges, delays, doubts, people who don't understand your vision, moments where you question if it's even worth it. In those moments, mindset is what keeps you going. It's what separates the person who gives up from the person who grows up. When your mind is rooted in belief, purpose, and possibility, you can push through anything. This is why successful people don't just work on their goals, they work on themselves. They read, journal, meditate, and surround themselves with growth-minded individuals. They know that environment matters, but inner environment matters more, because you can change jobs, cities, or relationships, but if your mindset stays the same problems will follow you. The outer world is a mirror of the inner world, and what's showing up in your life is a direct reflection of what's going on in your head. One of the biggest shifts you can make is moving from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. A fixed mindset says, this is just who I am. A growth mindset says, I can learn, evolve, and improve. A fixed mindset fears failure. A growth mindset sees failure as feedback. When you adopt a growth mindset, the idea of your dream life no longer feels distant. It feels possible, because you no longer see yourself as stuck. You see yourself as a work in progress, and progress is power. Another powerful mindset shift is from victim to creator. Victim mentality says life happens to me. Creator mindset says life responds to me. When you step into that role of being the creator of your life, you stop waiting for permission. You stop blaming circumstances. You take radical responsibility. That doesn't mean everything is your fault, but it does mean you claim your power to respond, redirect, and reinvent. Manifestation is not about controlling everything. It's about influencing your reality by mastering your inner world. Gratitude is also a mindset, and it's one of the most powerful tools for manifestation. When you train your mind to focus on what's going right, you create more of that. You shift your frequency. You align with abundance. People think they need to wait until the dream life arrives to feel grateful, but it works the other way around. Feel grateful now, and the dream life starts to show up. Not because you're faking it, but because you're aligning with the energy of already having it. And energy is what creates momentum. Your mindset is not a one-time decision. It's a daily discipline. Every day you're either reinforcing the old story or writing a new one. You can't just speak affirmations and go back to negative thinking. You have to embody what you believe. You have to act like the person who already has what you're trying to manifest. Because the truth is, your dream life doesn't start out there, it starts in here. And when you change your mind, you change your life. Manifesting your dream life isn't just about vision boards, meditation, or scripting in a journal. Those tools are powerful, yes, but none of them matter if faith and action aren't walking side by side. Faith without action is just wishful thinking, and action without faith leads to burnout, discouragement, and misaligned hustle. The real magic happens when you combine deep, unshakable belief with bold, consistent steps forward. That's when the universe begins to respond. That's when doors open, opportunities show up, and your life starts to move in the direction of your desires. Faith is the fuel. It's the inner knowing that even if you can't see how it's going to happen, it's still possible. It's trusting that your dream was given to you for a reason, and that reason is not to tease or torment you, it's to guide you. Faith keeps you going when results aren't immediate. It keeps your energy high when the evidence isn't visible yet. It lets you walk by vision, not by sight. It helps you stay connected to your purpose, even in the middle of uncertainty. But faith alone isn't enough. Too many people say they believe, but they don't move. They wait, they plan, they stay stuck in analysis. They keep asking for signs, confirmations, and more clarity when in truth, they're just afraid to act. Faith must be followed by action, and not just any action, aligned, intentional action. The kind of action that matches the energy of your belief. The kind that says, I believe this is already mine, so I'm going to prepare for it, show up for it, and work like it's inevitable. Think about the farmer who plants seeds. He doesn't just toss them in the soil and walk away hoping something might grow. He waters them, he nurtures them, he protects them from weeds. Why? Because he has faith in the harvest. That's how manifestation works. You plant the vision, yes. You believe in the outcome, yes. But then you water it with action. You show up for your dream like it's your job. Talking about being a star, that's because it is. Hit many a button. Your dream life is not going to come knocking at your door while you sit on the couch scrolling through social media. You have to meet it halfway. You have to step into the identity of the person who lives that life. That means making different choices, setting new boundaries, developing new habits, letting go of people, patterns, and places that don't support your growth. Action is what communicates to the universe that you're serious, that you're not just hoping, you're ready. And sometimes the action won't make sense. You'll be called to do things that stretch you, to invest in yourself when the money feels tight, to speak up when your voice shakes, to say no to what's good so you can make room for what's great. That's where faith comes in. Gives you the courage to do the hard things, to trust that even if the step doesn't show instant results, it's still part of the process. You won't always see the reward right away, but that doesn't mean it's not working. Some of the most powerful manifestations are building behind the scenes while you keep showing up. Another part of this is detaching from the outcome. When you have true faith, you don't chase results, you attract them. You're not desperate, you're determined. You don't need proof to keep going because your belief is the proof. You act not because you're trying to force the dream to happen, but because you already know it's on the way. That creates a whole different energy, one that's magnetic, grounded, and confident. Consistency is the bridge between faith and manifestation. You can't pray for change and act like nothing matters. You can't visualize abundance in the morning and then speak lack all day long. You have to stay in alignment, not just once in a while, but as a lifestyle. This is where discipline meets destiny. You keep moving forward even when you're tired, even when you're unsure, even when others don't believe. Because faith is personal. It's not about convincing others. It's about staying connected to what you know in your soul. Manifestation is a co-creation. You do your part and the universe does its part. Your part is belief and movement. The universe's part is timing and delivery. Don't get the roles confused. Stay in your lane. Keep showing up. Keep aligning. Keep acting like it's already done. That's how dreams turn into reality. Not through passive hope, but through bold, faithful action. Listen to me. Your dream life isn't a fantasy. It's a blueprint that already exists in your spirit, waiting for you to step into it. You've got the vision. Now it's time to match it with clarity. Align your mindset. Walk with unshakable faith and move with consistent, bold action. You don't need to wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect version of yourself. The time is now. The power is in you. Stop asking if it's possible. Start declaring that it's already yours. Stop shrinking to fit into the life that's comfortable and start rising into the life that's calling you. Manifestation isn't magic, it's commitment, it's vision, it's discipline, and it's belief so strong nothing can shake it. So if you're ready to stop dreaming and start doing, if you're ready to stop watching others live it and start creating your own, then I'm telling you with every ounce of passion I've got, you want to manifest your dream life? I got you. But more importantly, you got you. Now go claim what's yours.